Okay, thank you. I'm by the name by Singa Celeste. I'm a teacher of computer science in the secondary schools. So today I'm going to share with you introduction to computer networks. Um, Please, if you receive this lesson, follow it carefully and until the end of the lesson. I think you will gain more about introduction to computer. So let us start. A computer network tutorial provide basic and advanced concepts of data communication and networks. This computer network tutorial includes all topics of computers network such as introduction, features, types of computer, architecture, hardware, software, internet, and the intranet website, run, etc. Yes. So, what is a computer network? A computer network is a set of computers which are connected together for the purpose of sharing resources. Computers are connected together in the same group or in the same workplace or in different place so that they can share the information. Most common resources shared today is connection to the internet. So if computers are connected to the internet, they can share the information. Also, you can define a computer network as a set of devices connected through links, and each computer connected to the network will share with another one to the same network, and they are connected through links or cables. A node can be computer, printer, or any other devices capable of sending and receiving the data. So as you see here, there is a picture of computer network. Here is a network computers which are connected together, and also here we have another type of network, and computers are sharing resources. So these are the examples that can call them as a computer network. The structure of computer network. A computer network is a group of computers connected with each other through wires, as I have said. So we have different wires that are able to connect computers to the network. You find optical fibers, wires like network cables which are straight through, and coaxial cables. The aim of this is just to share the information, to share the resources between the devices. In the case of computer network technology, there are several types of network that vary from simple to complex. So we have different components of computer network. We have hub, switch, devices. We have modern router, cable and connectors, network interface cards. So we are going to look on major components of computer network. We have NIC, that is the first one. NIC stands for network interface card. It's a device that helps computer to communicate with another device. Network interface card contains the addresses that link layer protocol. Use this address to identify the system on the network so that it transfers the data to correct destination. And you have two types of NIC, wireless NIC and wired NIC. So here we have in wireless NIC we use radio wave technology, and on wired NIC we use a wire to connect to device or more devices. Just yeah. Hub is a central device that divides the network connection into multiple devices. Switch is a network device that groups all the devices over the network to transfer the data to another device. The switch, as you see, a switch is better than hub as it does not broadcast the message over the network, because on another part, hub broadcast the received message to the network. But this is not the case on the switch. The switch does not broadcast the message over the network. It sends the information to the destination. So therefore, we can say that switch sends the message to the device for which it belongs to. But on the hub, all devices will check whether the request belongs to them or not. If not, the request will be dropped. So it means all devices will be receiving what? The message, and then after they check if the request belongs to them or not. After checking, it drops. If not, it drops the request. Cables and connectors. We have different types of cables and connectors. So cables are transmission media that are used to transmit communication signals, transmit data. So we have three types of cables. We have twisted pair, coaxial cable, and fiber optic cable. Twisted pair cable, it is a high-speed cable that transmits the data over 1 gigabyte per second or more. It can exceed even. It can be up, not only 1 gigabyte per second. So it is a high speed that can transmit data at that rate. Coaxial cable resembles like a TV installation cables, as you have seen. Maybe at your home you have TV. Just check those cables which are used to connect the TV to the antenna. So are called coaxial cables. Coaxial cables are more expensive than twisted pair cable, but provide a higher data transmission speed. Fiber optic cable is a high-speed cable that transmits the data using light beams. So it means the data or information are transmitted using light and provide higher data transmission speed as compared to the other cables. And this one is very expensive compared to the remaining one, to those twisted pair and coaxial cables. So it is installed at the government level. It is not easy to install it yourself because it's very expensive. So we need support from the government. Another device is a router. Router is a device that connects to the LAN, connects LAN to the internet. So you may have different LAN, and if you connect them with using the router, the information will be sent to the internet. The router is mainly used to connect the distinct networks or to connect the internet to multiple computers. So it is used for connecting networks to multiple computers. Modem is another device of computer network. Connect the computer to the internet over the existing telephone line. The modem is not integrated with the computer motherboard, so the modem is a separate part. on the PC, not found on the motherboard. So modem is the external port one. You can find it as an external one, but it has a slot inside on the motherboard of personal computers. There are some use of computer network. One is resource sharing, as you have said, server client model, communication medium, and e-commerce. Resource sharing is the sharing of the resources such as programs, printers, data among other users on the network. So here is just we share what we have. The devices can share between them, or we can share programs, files, and so on in the network. The computer networking server client model. Computer networking is used in the server client model. The server is just a central computer used to store the information and maintained by the system administrator. Clients are the machines used to access the information stored in the server remotely. Yes. Communication medium. Computer network behaves as a communication medium among other users. For example, a company containing more than one computer has email system, which the employees use for daily communication. E-commerce computer network is also important in a business. You can do business over the internet, online shopping. That is an example. We have many examples of websites that are used in online or e-commerce, like Amazon.com is doing their business over the internet. They are doing the business over the internet. So that is an example of website that uses e-commerce, and you have many examples. Computer network architecture. Computer network architecture is defined as a physical and logical design of the software and hardware protocols and media of the transmission data. Simply, we can say that we have two types of network architecture. There is a peer-to-peer network and client-server network. So we are going to see them in details. Peer-to-peer network is a network in which all computers are linked together with equal privilege, with equal rights and responsibilities for processing the data. So they have the same rights and privileges to process the data. No one is above another one. No, all they have the same responsibilities. It's useful for small environments, usually up to 10 computers. And peer-to-peer network has no dedicated server. No, there is no server between them. Just they share the information because of their shared responsibilities. There is no need of use of the server. So special permissions are assigned to each computer for sharing the resources, but this can lead to the problem if the computer resource is down. So yeah, if one computer is having the resources, if it is down, it will cause the problem to the remaining computers because they will not receive that resource. Yeah. Client-server network. A client-server network is a network mode designed for the end users, called clients, to access the resources such as songs, videos, etc. from a central computer known as a server. Central controller is known as server, while all other computers are called the clients. So there is a central computer called server, and the remaining computers which are connected to that computer called server are called clients. A server performs all the major operations such as security and network management. It It is also responsible for managing all the resources such as file, directories, and printers, etc. All clients communicate with each other through a server. If a client needs a resource, it will first send a request to the server, and then the server respond to the clients, and then clients go ahead to use the resource. Computer network. We have different types of computer network, but we are going to look on four types of computer network. So as you have said, a computer network is a group of computers linked together so that they can share information or communicate. So we have RAN, stands for local area network, PAN, personal area network, MAN, metropolitan area network, WAN, wide area network. So let us look them in detail. Start by LAN. LAN is a group of computers which are connected to each and other in a small geographical area, in a small area, such as house, building, office. Yes, as you see the design of the RAN, yeah, part beside. Okay, RAN is used for connecting two or more computers through a communication media, such as twisted pair. You can use twisted pair. You can use coaxial cable, etc. It is not expensive compared to the other types of network. It is not expensive, and the transmission is faster in a local area network. So it also provides higher security. One personal area network is a network arranged within an individual person. So typically within a range of 10 meters. A personal area network is used for connecting the computer's devices. Person use is known as personal area network. It covers 30 feet. Personal computer devices that are used to develop the personal area network are the laptop, mobile phone, headphones, media player, PlayStations, mouse, printers, computers, phones, and so on. So there are two types of personal computers, personal area network. We have wired personal area network and wireless personal area network. Wireless personal area network is developed by simply using wireless technology such as Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. It is a low-range network. It can't exceed 10 meters. The wired personal area network, it uses what the USB cable. Example of personal area network: we have broad area network, we have offline network, and small home office. Broad area network is a network that moves with a person. We go with it, like a mobile network moves with a person. Our offline network can be created inside the home, so it is also known as home network. Home network is designed to integrate devices such as printers, computers, television, but they are not connected to the internet. We connect them offline, no internet. Small home office, it is used to connect a variety of devices to the internet and to operate network using a VPN, virtual private network. And metropolitan area network. A metropolitan area network is a network that covers a large geographical area by interconnecting a different RAN to perform a large network. For example, we have government agencies use MAN. So MAN connects various LANs to each other through a telephone exchange line. It is higher range than local area network. As you see on the picture, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 runs, and they are interconnected together through metropolitan area network. The use of metropolitan area network is used to communicate between the banks in the city. For example, if we have a big city and each branches of the bank will communicate with another one in the same city. It can be used also in airline reservation. It can be used on college within a city. It can also be used to communicate in the military. Another type of network is WAN. WAN stands for Wide Area Network. The wide area network is a network that extends over a large geographical area such as states, countries, even a continent. Is a quite bigger network than LAN. A wide area network is not limited to a single location, but it spans over a large geographical area through telephone line, fiber optic cable, or satellite links. The internet is a very good example of WAN. So it is mainly used in the business, government, and the education. Here there is an example of wide area network. So we have mobile broadband, last mile, private network. Those are examples of wide area network. Internet work. The internet network is defined as two or more computer network, LANs or WANs or computer network segments are connected using devices, and they are configured by a local addressing scheme. This process is known as internetworking. So it is where runs are connected by using the devices which are put between those LANs or WANs. So the process of configuring that and addressing those local scheme is called internetworking. Interconnection between public, private, commercial, industrial, or government computer networks can also be defined as internet working. It uses internet protocol, and if you're going deep, you will see the reference model used for internet working is open source interconnection, OSI. Types of internet work. We have two types of internet work. We have extranet and intranet. An extranet is a communication network based on the internet protocol, such as transmission control protocol and internet protocol. It is used for information sharing. The access to the extranet is restricted to only those users who have a login credentials. An extranet is the lowest level of the internet working. It can be categorized as a MAN, WAN, or other computer networks. An extranet cannot have a single LAN. At least must have one connection to the extra network. On the other hand, intranet is a private network based on the internet protocol, such as transmission control protocol and internet protocol. An intranet belongs to an organization which is only accessible by the organization's employee or members. The main aim of the intranet is to share the information and resources among the organization employees. An intranet provides the facility to work in groups and for teleconferences. Intranet advantages: you have communication, time saving, collaboration, platform dependency, and cost effective. This type is very expensive compared to the extranet. and to provide cheap and easy communication, an employee of the organization can communicate with another employee through the email or chat. Time saving, information on the internet is sharing in real time, so it is time saving. And the collaboration is one of the most important advantages of the intranet. Information is distributed among the employees of the organization and can only be accessed by the authorized user. Also, let us look on the transmission modes. The way in which data is transmitted from one device to another device is known as transmission mode. The transmission mode is also known as the communication mode. How data is transmitted from one device to another. Each communication channel has a direction associated with it, and transmission media provide a direction. Therefore, transmission mode is also known as directional mode. It is defined in the physical layer. We have three types of transmission mode. We have simplex mode, half duplex mode, and the full duplex mode. Simplex mode, as you see on the picture, it is one-way communication. The communication is unidirectional. Data flow in one direction. Device can only send the data but cannot receive it or at the same time. This transmission is not very popular, as many communication require the two-way exchange of data. The simple mode is used in the business field as the cells that do not require any corresponding reply. The main advantage of the simple mode is that the full capacity of the communication channel can be utilized during transmission. Example is how the keyboard communicates with the monitor. That is a very good example. A half duplex mode, as you see on the picture, this is a direction can be reversed. The station can transmit and receive the data as well. Messaging flow in both directions, but not at the same time. So we can send and receive, but not at the same time. The half duplex mode is possible to perform the error detection, and if an error occurs, then the receiver requests the sender to retransmit the data. So example is walkie-talkie. Full duplex mode is the communication is bidirectional. The data flow in both the directions. So both sides can communicate at the same time, can send and receive the message simultaneously. The full duplex mode has two simple channels. One channel has traffic moving in one direction, another channel has traffic flowing in the opposition direction. It is the fastest mode of communication between devices. Common examples of full duplex mode is telephone network. When two people are communicating with each other by telephone line, both can talk and listen at the same time. So those are difference between transmission mode. So welcome. Don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube. Thank you for receiving the next lesson. Thank you.